Part 2 with Ivan Leon and
Jair Perez. Let's go.
We're back at it. Another week, episode 2. Appreciate you guys coming back on. Today we're going to start with the topic of recovery. For all our athletes out here, what's the best form of recovery? You got it, bro. You got it.
So for me, I like to do walks. I like to do some stretching. Mostly like movement. I feel like movement is the best medicine. So instead of just like being still or like in bed or something, I feel like your muscles get like very tight just by doing that. But if you could do like some biking, some walking, a little cold plunge, I think that's like the key to recovery, honestly.
How long of a walk would you take though?
Anywhere from over 15 minutes, right? Because think about it, bro. Like whenever you work out, your muscles get like tight. They get contracted. Yeah. But if you go like on a light walk, like your muscles are kind of like going back to their regular state, you know. So
you include a little stretching after that walk, or you just walk a little? Nah.
Like light stretching.
You're not a big stretching guy.
I'm not a big stretching guy.
That's
bro.
Insane.
I'm not a big stretching guy, which I need to get into, bro, because I feel like my muscles are getting tight because I don't stretch. You're a big stretching guy, so tell us more about that.
So for me, before I get into the stretching part of it, I'll say you guys gotta have a foam roller. Foam roller is super important. It increases your blood flow, helps your tightness loosen up, and what you could do is you foam roll first and then you get into stretching, and this way you have a further range of motion.
Yeah.
So that's something I highly recommend. Another thing, if you're not a big stretcher, if you go to the gym and there's a sauna and you use the sauna, one of the easiest things to do is stretch right after the sauna. Stretch right after the sauna. So you could be, or in the sauna. So let's say I do a 15-minute sauna session. I'll be in there for 5 minutes. When I feel good and warm, the last 10 minutes I'll be stretching.
Yeah.
Do some hamstring stretches, some quad, some calf. You can even do little hip stretches in there. And since you're warm, you get further stretch.
Right,
you know? So,
and the blood flow, there's more blood flow whenever you're in the sauna, so you'll be able to get like deeper into stretches, and plus the muscles are warm, so it's not like you're so tight. That's mostly why I don't stretch, because if your muscles are like super cold and you stretch, you're kind of like,
it's bad for them.
It's bad for them. But if you're like, they're warm or right after you worked out, it's a better time to stretch. So
it's not that good an idea to just stretch when you just wake up like straight away. You gotta maybe do a little walk, make sure you get a little warm. I like hopping on the bike before I stretch. That's super important, because I feel that you can pull a muscle easier if you're not warm.
Yeah, because if you think about it, a muscle is like a rubber band, right? And if you extend it, it can snap. But if you kind of lightly go like that, that's the key.
Yep, that's a great reference. We've heard that 1,000 times before.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, that's the best reference you can use, honestly.
What's your go-to recovery?
My go-to recovery would probably be foam roller, stretching, and the sauna. But there's also compression boots. That works for a lot of people. For me, what works the best is ice bath.
Yeah.
I always feel when I get out of the ice bath, I feel like 5-10 times better. As soon as I get out of that water and I'm all cold, I can feel how my muscles feel like more relaxed. They feel better for me to go into the next workout.
Yeah.
You know? I don't work out that same. Usually when I do an ice bath is towards the middle or end of the day when I'm done working out for the day.
So let's tell them about the one time we had a tournament, and we had it was a SCAC tournament. We played 2 games back to back, and then they put us in a chamber. I don't know if you were there. They put us in a cold chamber. It was a cool experience. It was like a box, and it was negative. I don't know the number, bro, but
called cryotherapy.
And they put us in a box. It was like 4 of us, and they told us you had to keep on moving. So we would be like kind of, just jumping around a little bit. You had gloves. You had like something for your ears, something for your toes, and.
Was that your first time doing that?
No, second time. Second time. First time in that box, but I've done cryo before. But it's a unique experience, you know.
Yeah, they put us in that, and we did some compression boosts right after. It was cool. They did Theragun for us. Recovery, the most important thing is that you do something in order to feel better. If you feel tight, you shouldn't just be like, oh, I'm feeling tight and not do anything about it.
Yeah.
Go for a walk.
Yeah.
Use a Theragun. Use a foam roller. Stretch. Do some mobility exercises. Mobility and stretching is not really the same thing.
Nope.
Mobility is also super important, and some people don't do it because they think just stretching is enough. But mobility lets you get in those uncomfortable positions, and you can do movement with it. That's why it's called mobility. Stretching is more static. Mobility, you're doing movement.
Yeah.
So that helps a lot too.
Doing mobility, it'll make you faster because I feel like our muscles are tight. Like, they generally are tight. But if you do mobility, like, it kind of helps it loosen it up. / with stretching, like, that's the key, man.
Yeah, that's the key.
Make sure you're doing some mobility, some hips, some glutes, hamstrings, all that stuff. And if you don't know what to do, maybe you could hit up Ivan or I on Instagram, and we could help y'all. We've been coached by some really good coaches that know what they're doing, and we've just been doing that same routine, you know. So, yeah, we can help y'all out.
Yeah, that's our soccer recovery segment of episode 2. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back with more.
Let's go.